From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just
Cut, 180. Right there, 56. DC.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's how we do, D.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
There you go. Deuce. Value 1. Check 52. Watch twist. SOS.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check three. Blue draw Corkers.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey.
You ain't going nowhere.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. I get it.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. 20. Safety's creeping.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
Ready. Ready.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 4 now. Switch. 17.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
120. Here we go.
Throwing on third. Gone. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Let's get there. Check 43.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. All day. 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
56.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st down, it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9, check 9. We go, 76, 76. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, lift. 12. Check 13.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing again is gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. hope you brought your rest because I'm about to take you to school. Out, 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 out. 20.
This is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Here's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 49, check 49.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm coming. Mike check 33. 33. Watch twist. Under 10. 10.
Goff now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Slam. Check. 36. Tighten up.
Newton on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check 26. 8. Check 3.
On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Watch the shot. He's crashing.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We go. 76.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And some room to work. Just bowling over tacklers. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that's complete to Cooks. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Hey, dude. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. I'm coming for you. Hey, exit. 58 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Agnew now to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. They want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Oh, shifty. Whoa. The great blocking nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Switch up, switch up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Goff. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Get ready, get ready.
So this one is